Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. I wanted to show how my papers turned out. They're not all the same. I did not just run them all through real quick. So they did stain. They do. They dried pretty good. You know, a little crinkly, but not bad. So kind of what I wanted. Except that I hadn't accounted for the fact that they would get so much thicker. I mean, look at how thick the stack is. It was only that thick before the water was added. Like, can you see it? You know, it was only just that thick. And now it's like this. But I did want to kind of run through and show you. And then we'll do some watercoloring. On some watercolor paper just for some more different looking backgrounds and stuff to add to the book. So this one was one that was that I had used and put between pages, so it didn't get the full thing. And look at, it's interesting, right? I think it is. I think I like those pages more. See, that was just one that was soaking up, you know, some of the water. But then this one might have also been soaking up water. And then this one is marker card, I believe. Although it could be watercolor. It's hard to tell now it's been wet. But it's just, you know, you can see that they're staining on it. It's not just one color. And this side just has, you know, some splotches on it. This one, it's real faint and light, but it's there, and it's, you know, a little more wrinkled than it would have been. And then this is marker for sure. Marker. And it's just got a little bit of color. And then this one, see, this one's ripped, and I'm not real sure about using it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll figure it out when the time comes. I do kind of think that could be interesting, but I don't know. And, you know, it's a big chance it'll be covered up anyways. And then this one's got some stuff on this side and hardly anything on this side. It was another in-betweener. And almost the papers that were in between the wet ones, almost turned out better than the ones that I stuck all the way in. Now I was concerned because I figured once it dried, it would be lighter. And as you can tell, we're looking at these two different. This was one that was just absorbing up. And this was one that was wet and stuck in the thing. And this is all over wet. So this is one of the lighter ones. And it's got quite a bit of color. So I was wrong to be worried about it. See, these ones that just soaked up the water are way, way whiter. way, way, way whiter. Now these ones, and this is the marker, like Nina, but it's not Nina. These ones are very light. Didn't soak in very well, but it's not supposed to, right? I don't think. I think that's why it's the marker board. But see how dark that is? Look how dark. Look at how dark. I mean, some of these are like so dark. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a little carried away. I kind of feel like, you know. And then that one's pretty white, so that was a between. This is watercolor, and you can tell because you can see the texture. It's a watercolor, and it's pretty light, but it's dark enough. It's the look I was going for, and obviously this was just, you know, dipped in the water. Look. Crinkled and wet. And I think that's going to be awesome. Well, actually, I really like that one. I don't know. I like it. I just do. I like the way it wrinkled up. Yes, yeah, I like the way it wrinkled up. And then like this one. I really like this one too. You know, it's just spotchy. I like what happened there, you know. And this one, like the edges are so cool. And, you know, I went back over, I don't know if you remember, but I went back over the edges and said, let me get these edges. And I like the way most of them, you know, most of them, the edges turned out kind of cool. So, this is watercolor also. So I think I had like 3 watercolors. It looks like 2 different things stained it is what it looks like. One overlapped the other and stained it different. And then this is pretty dark and it's got a rip, but I think that's okay. The paper is more crisp. It's crispier now that it's been wet and dried. Even this stuff, you know, not quite as much, but it is. So there, see, that's plenty dark, but then this was the dark, where I came in with the darker coffee and just really darkened it. Look at this, you know. So, I'm happy and not going to complain about none of that. Well, what I want to do today is some watercoloring. And I'm going to use my watercolor markers. And I'm going to use this from the tonic folder that they put their paper in. It's got some kind of like lamination or something on it. I'm going to try using that to put my marker coloring whatever on. So let me I'm just going to cut a piece of it because I don't need the whole big thing taking up space. But I figured it's still white, so I'll be able to see the color good, you know, and I won't have to worry about it being on there. Even though this is such a disaster area now, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna take some of this out, and like I said, these was probably more than likely kind of stay the size they are, so I'm not cutting them down or nothing. And chances are, when I go to make the book, these will be the pages, but they'll actually have things stuck down on them, if that makes sense to you. So now I need to get my watercolor markers, and I need to find them. I don't know why I didn't grab them. Oh, here we go. Here are some watercolor markers, and they look pretty bright colors, and I think that will be, oops. Okay, they're tricolor watercolor, right? Tricolor, these actually look like they're the same colors. Sunflower, sunflower, they are. They're the same, so I'm gonna put one of them back. Did I do that with all of them? I don't think so. Burgundy, tan, and sepia, I don't know. Probably like a brown. I don't necessarily want brown, but probably gonna end up with brown anyways. Verdant green, meadow, and bud green. And then here's another purple. We have amber, alpine green, orchid. This has flame red, sunflower, marine, rose red, daffodil, and azure blue. I think that's enough colors, don't you think? I mean, if I want to come through rose, pink, jasmine, tulip, here's some orange. I don't know. I'm like, okay, I want this color. Okay, I want this color. They all look so pretty. Gold, crimson, and sunset. That might give us like a sunset look. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because there's no way I'm using all these colors anyways already. So I'm gonna, I got my water right here. And I want to start probably with lighter colors, so my water doesn't have to be changed as soon. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm gonna just kind of prime the paper, I think. I think that's normally what they do. Maybe not quite so wet, but I am gonna get it wet. I'm gonna get it pretty wet. I like the looks when the color runs a lot. So, you know what I mean? When the color just kind of is put on it, and I don't want to take the pen straight to it, but and then yellow. Well, it's not yellow, it says gold. Okay. So let me just get some water. Now, the more water, the lighter your color is going to be, right? The more water, the lighter the color is going to be. I'm using the big brush because I'm doing a big page, right? And I want more spread of it. So, and I'm going to grab the orange. All I'm doing is smearing it on. I'm just wanting to do some backgrounds. So I'm just smearing it on. That's all I'm doing. Maybe I should have done a little bit more control of it, but I just wanted to do this one just whatever it does, it does. I think because it was sunset colors, I thought, oh, it's gonna make it look like sunset if I just do the lines and all of that. It's just gonna look like sunset, and it didn't. I'll do that the next time, but I didn't want to do that this time. So let's get this yellow spread a little better here. Spread that yellow better. Maybe it's not gonna spread any better. Let me do. I'm not worried about how it's gonna turn out, right? Because I'm just doing it. I'm just adding some color. This is not going to be the final product. This is just going to be what it is, right? Okay, so that can go over here and dry. And I'm going to grab another piece. And paper towel. I should have a paper towel over here anyways. But I'm not coloring with it. So I'm not going to be too concerned about how this is going to turn out or what it's going to look like. Again, I'm going to add water to my paper. I want it to spread on its own, but I'm not getting that look. So maybe not. It should have been wet enough, I think. But it didn't really spread on its own. It made me, maybe I wasn't loading my brush with enough paint. So I want the same colors. What did I do with that marker? Oh, here it is. Okay. Gold. Red. And orange. Now, doing what I'm thinking of, I shouldn't necessarily need the orange. It should make its own orange. But let's have a little orange just to make sure that it does that. Okay, I'm going to get the yellow. And I'm just going to go across with the yellow. right? I'm just going for like an ombre, but here's the thing. I'm going in the wrong direction. Because these are going to be folded in half this way, so this page is going to be all yellow. This page is going to be red. Oh my, what was I thinking? I don't know. I'm just doing it. I needed to go long ways to do the ombre thing. Oh well, yeah. So it's what it is. Okay, I am going to get. Wow, that TV got loud all of a sudden, and I don't know what made that happen. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna go down and into the yellow, and I'm gonna ombre this orange here some, and I'm gonna get this yellow. I'm gonna get so you might see some ombreing by the spine, right, the inside of the paper, but most of the ombreing is gonna be, unfortunately, covered up. Let's do this way and see what that does to it. That is not too bad. So I'm okay with that one, but I think it's time to move on to some other colors. And I guess you're just gonna have to listen to the loud TV in the background. Maybe you won't have to hear it. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. So the ombre needs to be this way. And so we're gonna try different colors. We need like blue, yellow, and green. Okay, so let me get this wet. And I'm gonna go this way. So you always go into, right, two colors. Normally two colors will do it because the two colors will turn into the third color. But because this is not necessarily leading into itself, I'm not trusting it. I'm helping it out by giving it that third color. I guess that's what I'm doing. Helping it out by giving it the third color. So I need a green. Here's a dark, sort of dark green. And yellow. Ooh, I don't want that yellow. No, I don't want that yellow. That's not really even yellow. That's a light green. I want yellow. Sunflower. Okay, this is yellow now. This sunflower. Sunflower. Lots of yellow and blue. Oops. And blue. And that is going to give me green in the middle. So yellow on one inside. We'll do the yellow first. So we'll come in. I'm going to re-wet it just to make sure it's good and wet. And I'm going to do yellow. Is yellow going in this direction? Doesn't seem to be going too far. Let me try this off a little bit and put some more yellow down. Don't need a lot more yellow, just a little bit more yellow. It really needs some bright yellow up here. Right? Bright. Let's get some bright yellow going up here. Okay, now the blue. So I think I'm going to add more color here because it's kind of drying out. So let's get more color going. And I'm going to get it all the way up because I want it to bleed into it, right? Okay, now I'm going to get the blue. Okay, blue. Wow, pretty color, right? Okay, that's what I want to see. And I want to see that color move. And that's what that did. I could see that color move. Okay, so now we want it to go into the green. And it's going to go into green and like a blue-green. So I'm going to add more green. Yellow green into a blue-green. And see how I'm getting little dots? That's because I'm using too much water now. I'm getting it too wet. It can happen. You can do that to watercolor paper, and you will get those little things of the paper peeling back. Okay. So that is that. Let's try trying to remember the draw the line. The draw the line. Does the paper start wet? No, you add water after. So you draw a line and then you add water. And you hopefully get something good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw the line with a green. She's done blue and green. I mean, she's done two colors. I'm talking about Sheena. So I'm gonna do green, alpine green, and blue. I think a blue and a green, and I don't see a blue and a green on the same marker anywhere. Huh, that's odd, isn't it? A blue, a green. I just did these two. Marine and verdant. So let's do, I'm going to do marine and draw my line. And I want that line pretty wet, right? And then I want green. And the green will go here on top of the blue. And that'll be my bushes. And now I'm going to take this brush, if I can. Maybe I can't. Okay, that's not going to work. So I guess I'll have to use this one. And I'm just going to get that moving. Move that color. Move that color. I'm going to move that color. I wanted green. There we go. Move that color. And the water. And the water, and the water, and the water, and the water, and the water. And that's pretty. And the water, and the water, and the water. It's a lot of water I put in there. I don't know if I should have used so much water in there. But okay. And the green, I'm not happy with the way the green turned out. See, I can't get it to work. Other people were getting it to work. I could not get it to work. So you don't see any lines on mine. Barely any lines. I tried doing it. And I don't know if it's just me or I'm not doing it right. I'm adding too much water. I don't know. I shouldn't be going over it. I don't know. So but let's get this whole thing wet because I'm going to go ahead and just do green and blue because it's not doing the draw the line. And let me get blue over here. Blue. You may be land and water. Maybe this is just the water. Maybe we'll have a little bit of sky here. There's the land. There's the water. And I'm just going to leave that like that. Look at this one. It's turning out pretty good. It's drying pretty good. Right? This one is just pink. My sun didn't become sun. It just became pink. And look, as I'm giving this time, this is moving a little more too. So maybe all is not lost. Oh, I hate, you put your fingers on it, it'll kind of absorb in that liquid and kind of change it. See, I'm starting to get some wispy lines on there. Let's do just colors. Let's just put colors in and see what we get. Let's do some purple. I love my purple. I'm gonna get rid of the green. I don't know what I did with my napkin, the paper towel, but I'm gonna get rid of the green because the green pretty much will make it a lot easier to get to brown. I better save that. And I don't want to go to brown, so I'm going to get rid of that green. And here's some yellow. Oh, this is like that yellow-green color. I didn't want to do that. So I get rid of that. I need real yellow. And I think let's have some pink. I know, a lot of colors. Why not? It's all going to mix. Probably not going to turn out so good, but we're going to give it a shot. And we're going to hope that we end up with something kind of cool, right? Let's do a small section at a time. What is that? Okay, let's see. Maybe I can get something kind of cool out of this. Is it working? Kinda. It's not really as dark as I wanted it to be, but it's kind of spreading and doing its thing. Let's get a little more water going here. And I think as long as we keep using a lot of water to put it down, we're gonna get spread. I'm hoping that's what's gonna keep happening. I wanna hold it down and use my fingernail. And this will be really muted looking, so that could be to our benefit also. Just as long as it don't look like a clown car or something, you know. Don't want that to happen. My thought is to just keep layering it and layering it. And I'm hoping that as it keeps spreading and the layers, that it'll look like something different. I don't know if it will, but let's see. As long as we can see that it's spreading out. I like this color. Can you tell? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, some more of this. A little orange or red or whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna get more paint. Well, not paint, but marker put down. Because the color's kind of getting pretty light. So let's get some more color going here with some blue. And yellow. Is this that yellow? Sunflower. Yellow. And purple. And where's that pink? Is this that pink? Yeah. Okay. So what color? This color. Just keep layering it and let's see what we get. This color almost doesn't show up, but it does do something, so everything. Let's do some blue. And purple. Let's get some yellow on here. What are we thinking? Is it too much? I'm just thinking that we just need to keep layering it. And it's going to turn into something. See, that yellow looks good. See why I didn't want the green? The green would have made it where this would have all been mud and brown by now. And I didn't want that. So let me get some more yellow on here. Sunflower, yeah. Dry that. Okay. And down it goes. Where it stops. Okay. Yellow. I really don't want any white spots left is kind of what I'm thinking. So let me do a little more orange or red or whatever that color is here. And blue, blue, blue. And purple. Blue. See that spot right there? I love that. That look, that way that did that. It's just, that's a lot of wet that brought those together, right? Okay. Yellow is not coming out yellow anymore. At this point, I think I'm just going to get it wet now. I'm just going to dot water and try to get everything kind of just moving around a little bit more. And that is what I'm talking about. I think this is going to be really neat. Trying to figure out how long. I've got this turned different way. Okay. 37 minutes. We have time to dry it. So if you don't want to hear this, plug your ears. Okay, so I'm looking and there's so much water on this. I don't think that's going to dry it. I think what I'm going to do, I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Because it might really mess it up, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm just going to take a paper towel over it and just pull some of that up. Maybe I should have just put another piece of watercolor card down. Let's see what we get. Definitely softened it too much. But, see, I wanted that on there. But it's still very pretty. And you can see all the different, you can see it, but you have to really look for it. Really in there. So I'm gonna keep this. Look at my draw the line. It's kind of starting to want to turn into something now, huh? A little bit. Maybe I need to come through and do some of the brown rock things that she does. And try that. But I think for today, anyways, I'm done today with this now. And watercolor backgrounds are fun, and You know, it depends on the look you're going for, what you want. You know, like this is, it just turned pink. It all turned pink, but it is, you can kind of see different shades of pink in it, but it's all just pink. This did the ombre effect I should have gone back over with the yellow. And maybe a little bit with the blue and the green again with the blue. Sometimes it takes layers to do it. Another thing, you know what? Let's do this. Let me show you because I don't know, but you can see the yellow here. This was different, wasn't it? This is the one that turned out. This was the pink ombre. It's got yellow. This I'm gonna keep like that. This is the one we're gonna see about doing the faux bleaching. You know, we're gonna sprinkle some water on it and take it off. So let's do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that big. Now there's color in this water, so there's a big chance that it will leave a trace of color. I'm gonna let it sit for a while and let it pull water. You wanna see, let me pull that. You can barely see anything. Maybe maybe I'm not gonna get it. I wanted to. Maybe I need to do the ink pads instead to get it. Maybe that's what we'll do next time. That one did it. That one did it, so I just didn't wait long enough, I think. That one did it. That one did it. There might not be enough color down on some of this, too, to do it, but there's, you can see it's done the faux bleaching. It's pretty light, so I didn't have enough color. I don't have enough color in here. Let me see this one again. It's very muted looking, soft looking. It might be very pretty. It might turn out very, very pretty. Sometimes you just don't know with watercolors, but they usually do dry lighter than how you have them. That's the thing about watercolors. But you just, sometimes if you're like me, I don't know a lot about this stuff, and like this mixed media, painting, watercolor. I can show you. I can show you what I did. No, I can't show you because I don't have everything I need. I need to get this unstuck. I don't know what I did here. I thought I was being very careful about cleaning my brushes out. And this tip of this one is just all stuck together. Like from a paste or something. I don't know. All right. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.